guys, welcome back. Just going to tell you a wee simple black buzzer pattern. That's it here. Nothing to it. I know everybody's not into their buzzers, but sometimes you need to have a couple in your box just in case a wee hatch comes on. Now, the hook in the vise is a barbless hook. It's a Fario wet fly hook in size 10. The thread we're going to use is the Ultra thread in 70 by UTC Black. So we're just going to come in and get the thread started behind the eye of the hook. We're just going to run the thread down the sort of way where a barb would be, or just shy of it on a hook. The rib on the fly is going to be an ultra wire in chartreuse. One there. Now you could use silver, which is probably the most commonly used, orange, yellow, any colour. So what's good about buzzers, you can just let your imagination run away with you when you're telling these wee flags. Now the body is the body stretch in black from Vineyard. So I've got a wee bit off here from the last fly that I tied. Just putting a wee bit of a tapered cut into the body stretch. Come in and catch that in. Then I'm going to stretch this out, tight as you dare go, right over the back of the hook, and then work on my thread back up, and then we'll just bring the body stretch up just at the start. We'll just pull it as tight as you dare go, and then just overlapping turns. Now you get a lovely sheen. There's a lovely sheen off the body stretch material, and this comes in a wide range of colours too, as most fly tan material, but the black buzzer is probably the most popular. Alright, just going to catch in the body stretch, pull it tight, trim it away. Then we're going to bring up the chartreuse wire. I'm just going to take 3 turns at the back, and then 5-6 turns of the wire up the body. Should be plenty. Apply that around with your thread. Keep the wire in underneath. That's what I like to do. And just run the thread the whole way up to the eye. Then you can bend and break away the wire. Now, I don't know if you can really make that out on the camera or not, but you get a lovely shine from the body stretch. Good stuff. Now we're going to put UV resin on it anyway, but you don't have to. It's just that I'm trying to make these bulletproof. Now the wing buds are just going to be goose pads. These are dyed a hot green, or lime green as I would call them. So I'm just going to come in and take 2 of those away. Then I'm just going to, don't like the fine tips, so just like to take those away. We're going to offer these up to the hook at the same time. Sometimes there can be a bit of a bugger and on the sides. Just tie these in, tie it up against the body, and bring the thread back down. Now you can build up your thorax here and have it really bulbous. I'm going to put a thorax cover on, and that's going to be the Opal Mirage tinsel in large. So got a wee length off here. You can sit and knock, pile of these up in no time. Once you get into the swing of these, they're dead easy. These are probably, if you were starting off tying flags, these are one of the first patterns you should probably have in your box. If people are watching this from the likes of the US and Canada, we'll call these chrominoids, whereas we call them buzzers. Now, I'm happy enough with that thorax. I'm just going to come in and just sort of roll in a couple of half hitches just to stop my thread from bouncing off the eye of the hook and undoing all our work. I like to spin the thread clockwise just to tighten it back up again. Just for this head area. Just don't want it to be too big. Now just bring over the goose bats. A couple of nice tight turns will catch those in, keeping the thread tight. Break away the remainder of the goose bats. Don't let the thread go at this stage. Just bring over the Thorax cover, which is your Opal Mirage. Get a couple of nice tight turns in. Right, I'm going to take another one. Just wants to slip on me. Just going to fold it back. And then bring your thread back up over the top of the Opal Mirage. Now I know all this is sort of immaterial because you're going to put it in the UV resin stuff over it. But it's just to show you the tan techniques, that if you're not going to use UV resin, that wee fly would still last a few fish. Now, just going to come in here with the whip finishing tool, throw in my whip finish, pull the thread nice and tight, come in and trim away the tan thread. Now, that's the wee buzzer. That's the effect that you get with your Opal Mirage tinsel. You've seen all this before. It's just to show you. Now I'm just going to come in with the UV resin just onto the thorax area. And then I'll just come in with my needle and just spread it around just the thorax area first. Don't want to start to put it onto the body yet. So I'm happy with the shape I'm getting in the thorax, which I am now, and then start to even down onto the hook. Now, like I say, guys, you know, you could go crazy. Your imagination can run wild with your tiny wee buzzers, and they'll all work. You know, that's what's good about fly tan. Bit of fun. It's down. Come up with a couple of wee patterns, and who knows, it could be the next best thing from sliced bread. I'm happy enough with that. So I'm just going to come in and light it up. Now just make sure this is well cured. You know, just before you stick it in the wee box or whatever you do with your fly. So got a good wee while or just to cure it. Is what I like to do now. Yep, is to come in with just a fine coat of varnish. You don't have to do this either because you've used UV resin, but this is just a habit that I have. I'll hit that with another coat of varnish. But there you go. That's the wee buzzer. There's nothing to it. Like I say, you can tie them in many different colour combinations, you know. Let your imagination run wild and have good fun. Tan buzzers. Good crack. So anyway, guys, listen, thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it. If you like the wee videos I'm putting together, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It really helps the wee channel out. And until next time, folks, please stay safe and tail lines.